I was pretty much born into it. My dad started dragging me along at a very young age, and I rode with him in equipment through my whole childhood, basically, and kind of started in the company at 14, getting a paycheck. I was 19, and we went down to Longview, Texas to pick up a semi that Dad bought. And I was driving the semi back. Dad was in Mom's car in front of me, and we ate dinner in Oklahoma City. And it was a pretty bad storm coming, but the way my dad was, we kept going, and of course the storm, it was getting really bad, so we pulled underneath an overpass. But he's in the car in front of me, and I'm behind him in the semi. The tornado comes over the top of us. So I stayed in the truck, Dad stayed in the car, and the car was light enough that the tornado sucked the car out underneath, took it way up in the air and dropped it on his top, and he passed. Commercial site grading is probably the biggest thing that we do, and then with all the infrastructure stuff that's going on right now, a lot of municipal streets and road construction, a lot of reconstruction work in smaller towns, but in some of the bigger cities as well.
When we get done with a job or we pull on a job, it's top notch. It stems all the way from our employees to our foremen starting the job, from our estimating as far as that goes. When the first point of contact is with our estimator, all the way to the end when our last operator leaves the job, top notch.
We are a small company, and everybody gets along like we're cousins or brothers or sisters, or we just get along really well. Everybody knows everybody's kids, their names, their spouses. It's just very family oriented. The biggest thing that keeps me motivated, and I think a lot of our guys, is the more complicated projects, the stuff that people don't think can be done in a week, and we go do it in a week, and that goes to my guys because they're the ones in the field making it happen, and we're just kind of helping them along the way. And I think our younger guys that have been working for us are getting a lot more experience, and the left hand's knowing what the right hand is doing, and I think that's the last 2 years that's really shown. We're doing a lot more work with less people. So we're able to take our truck drivers and put them in equipment on bigger projects because they have the capabilities of operating. So we need 8 pieces of equipment running on the job for 2 days. We will pull those truck drivers out, let them run equipment, and hire some trucks for those 2 days while they're running the equipment. And then when we get done moving the dirt and we're down to putting the base aggregate down for the pad or the parking lot or both, the truck drivers will get out of the equipment, jump back in their semis, and start bringing us the material. And it works really well for our operation. It's pretty impressive what our crew can get done.
We're always up for a challenge, especially in the dirt world. Seems like just a good challenge keeps us entertained, keeps us wanting to come back for more, I guess.
Nick and I do like equipment, maybe a little too much, and we like to have nice iron because we're running it a lot of the times as well. So our fleet is made up mainly of Caterpillar. A lot of it is new, and it's got all the latest and greatest technology on it.
The most change is we went from walking on the job site, hammering stakes in the ground with an eye level, to complete machine control today.
We bought our first machine control technology in 2003, so we're going into our 20th year, and we currently pretty much have it on everything support equipment wise, from excavators to dozers to motor graders, and it's made a complete different company out of us. It's freed up guys that were doing the surveying before, and we're getting grade right the first time, and our quantities are working out a lot better. But we've been doing it for 20 years now, so it's just the norm here.
Who would have ever thought that this technology has went from what it was to now? Pretty excited about the future to see what's next, These electric drive machines, all the above.
The industry has changed. When we first started, we would give our bids out and we'd go do the job. A lot of times they weren't getting other numbers. Maybe they just liked working with us and not somebody else. Nowadays, it's low bid. Everything is low bid. The general contractors don't see the value in the contractor that they know that's going to do the job right the first time. They're just looking for the low bid. That's probably the biggest challenge that we face these days. The best advice I was ever given was right when we first took over the business was hire good people. And if you hire good people and like-minded people, then good things will happen. And that's what we did, and that's the key to our success.
For more Contractor of the Year videos, click the playlist on the screen now.